Welcome back, guys, to East 8 Lacrimosa of Dana, where the end game is truly upon us, as to go back in time is one of our first tasks, or go forward and fight the final boss. Of course, we're going to take the lovely crystal that kind of glowed at us and said, hey, come hither indeed. But since, of course, last time, the YouTube has seen that I have fished the rest of Mr. Shoebill's fish, so to get his approval, it's time to give it in. Shubil is staring straight at you because I have all the food for you, the Goliathus and the Geo whales. The Goliathus got, of course, on the silent placey place where you found Carlin. Shubil swallowed the fish in one gulp. Squaw! She seems happy, but that may not have been enough. Perhaps she wants a different fish. Well, we'll give you the Geo whales, which I found after finally clearing out the underwater dinos in the Lodinia Marsh. In the muddy bit. Shubil swallowed the fish in one gulp. She looks satisfied, and will give us an ocean hogeki as a gift. Okay then. A shokugeki? Squat squat! It's near enough word. Shubil seems satisfied, as Shubil's approval is now maxed out. But wait, how's it maxed out when, you only have to give him the normal fish, you don't have to give him the rare fish? Who knew? I've got the Ancient Abyss as well, though, of course, and the Silent Cape as well. Wherever it's called, island, wherever. Lonely Island? Probably not that bad, no. She will open her mouth wide and gulp down the fish in one swallow. She looks very satisfied. As we get another empty bottle, so we'll take that. Squat indeed. So that maxes out the approval of absolutely everyone. Shubil seems satisfied, so it even says, you have caught all the fish. Even though, of course, I can see from the fishing log that all the fish have been caught. Our pumpkins still have not grown. So experienced food aplenty, I am not to get. Found those fish from the logical areas faster than I would have expected. But if we got an extra bottle, it's time to go to you. But we do have a new formula to give in, of course. So we get ourselves a dynasty formula put in for the dynastic water that can now be brewed. Which does what? What do you need? Dynasty water, extra gauge plus 100%. I already own 2 of these that I still haven't used. We got 3 great tree drops. Great tree drops. There we go, got them in the end. But I'm just going to make some more heal potions, 11 of which it's good to make now we've got another empty bottle.
Please take care.
So that gives us all approval. I really should check like all the shops to see if I can make any more gear better than what I've got. But unless I get more pure orichalcum, I'm not really getting that much. But if we go to people here, we can scroll past them all to see approval. Max, 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 max. Oh, not Max. Hope doesn't like us. I even named you. I want some approval for naming you. But everything is maxed out. Hope, I named you. Give me some approval. Doesn't like his name, obviously. Doesn't like his name. So now it's time to go back to the past and face whatever challenge awaits. Touch the crystal we shall indeed. Hope hates you for not naming him Luke. Was that the other name? I can't even remember now. Name's Hope. Gearguard isn't maxed out. Well. Oh well. 3 months have passed since Dana visited Seiren Garden. Oh wow. Proper Ice Age. Killed the dinosaurs, you know. The White Memory.
Please watch your step. It's easy to lose your footing here.
Thank you, Rastal. I can't believe how cold the kingdom has gotten.
Yes. The chill has only intensified since we left 3 months ago.
If this continues, the capital will. I hope everyone who has been evacuated to the palace is safe.
Yes. We must hurry.
I sense something.
What is it, my lady?
I'm not sure. I just felt like we were being watched. such a cold gust.
It seems to have subsided. But whatever it was you sensed has been quieted by the wind. I'm sorry I did not act sooner.
It's okay. Please don't concern yourself with it. In situations like this, he reminds me so much of Grian. Still, that presence I sensed, it seemed familiar somehow.
The air is getting colder. Even with our essence equipment protecting us, temperatures this low are still dangerous. We should enter the palace. Lady Olga is expecting us.
Yes.
Thank you for the explanation about the cold weather clothes. We did need that, I feel. So I'm the last one standing. Don't worry, my friend. I'll be with you soon. I'm cold. I hurt. I heard rumors that we're out of food. If that's the case, then maybe I should... It's over! Eternians doom! We're doomed! Doomed, I say! Ah! Lady Dana? Huh? Oh, you're right. It's Lady Dana. She's back. I thought she abandoned us. Just like Queen Sarai and Consul Darius. Is this everyone? There are fewer people.
Oh no. At this rate, it's going to...
Lady Dana.
See, this is the thing. Dana's already of the point of mind. She knows that she can't save him. She knows what's going to happen to everyone. That must be horrible. Because she knows from the knowing in the past. And she just has to sit there and wait. She keeps trying. But literally everything she tries, she knows will not succeed anyway. It's got to be really... That's harsh. That's harsh. This hurts so much. Why is this happening? She must have frost fever. When an Eternian's body temperature gets too low, they're more susceptible to illness. Many people have lost their lives to this disease. Looks like disease is in its early stages though. I know it's not much, but I found some medicinal herbs I found. Or I have some. I hope you feel better soon. Really? When the herbs wear off, am I gonna die? I don't want to die yet. I don't want to die! That's what happens to normal humans though. Body temperature drops, more susceptible to illness. He's full of energy and inspired everyone around him. I was so proud of my little brother, but he died so fast after he got sick. At least it was quick, I guess. If only you'd come sooner. Who am I kidding? It wouldn't have made a difference. She just has to fight this constantly. Oh, it's you, Dana. Sneaking out the temple again, You're a candidate to become the next maiden. You should at least act like one. Here, read this. Make sure you're eating enough. Barossa, your memory. She's gotten much weaker. Another cold front comes. Yes, we need to hurry. So she's ended up with something akin to dementia? I was born in the capital, but my family died when I was young. Since I have no family, I've decided to help everyone I can. Fredo can be clumsy at times, so... I need to help him. Or let's hear on his deathbed, maybe? Just panning out. Lady Olga brought us some medicine, so my father was finally able to sleep. But I don't think he has very much time left. Don't worry, Dad. I'm not going anywhere. They can't even stop this. At all. The dog of the great tree. Enemy of Eternia! You've got some nerve coming back here. Get out of here. We don't need you. Enough. I will not allow anyone to disrespect Lady Dana. It's okay, Rastal. I understand their pain and the desperation. You don't understand anything. Leave us the hell alone. All the handmaids here. Cecil, Ansia. Cecile, not you too. Lady Dana, welcome back. I'm sorry I wasn't able to keep my promise to you. I'm just happy to see you well. She looks so haggard. This is kind of embarrassing, but Sia's actually been taking care of me. I'm supposed to be taking care of her, but I must admit, she's a fast learner. So that she's doing a good job for me, okay? Seems that Sia might be the one I need to speak to, maybe? No, there's Olga up there. Hey, Dana, I'm so happy you're back. It's good to see you too, Sienna. I'm glad you're doing well. Of course. I mean, a lot's happened, but... Lady Dana, I have some bad news about Odo. What happened? It was just a few days ago. He used the last of his essence to protect us from the cold front. I tried to stop him. I told him not to overwork himself. Don't cry. He wouldn't want that. I'm sorry to have to tell you this when you only just returned. Please come inside. I've been waiting for you. So someone else has died in the meantime. Mia, wait. Please don't leave me. That's the mum, of course, of Mia and Sia. How would you deal with this? If you were put in this situation, fated, like you know that this is your extinction, how would you while away your last days is always a thing to think about. I don't like to think about the bad side of things. It's more of a... My wife likes to think about death and the whatnot, but I don't necessarily like to. I like to look on the positive side of things, but it is something to think about, like in this situation. What the hell would you do? To be honest, to start off with, I know water they needed to drink, but I'm not sure I'd keep this much around. I don't know if this would heat up or cool down the area quite drastically. What's up, Sia? It really is you. Welcome back, Lady Dana. It's good to be back, Sia. Thanks for taking care of everyone. But please don't push yourself too hard. You're still recovering from an injury. Oh, I'll be fine. Besides, I'm good at this stuff. Me and my mum are doing okay, thanks to everyone. Gotta pay them back somehow. I see. Thank you, Sia. It does look like her mum has basically, due to grief, more or less stopped being a mum at this point in time. But it is always like people generally think that they will be the strong ones that survive or push forward. But that's not necessarily how things are. Some people would like an early exit. So how would you go about it? With dignity? Would you scratch and claw at the earth to try and survive? You know. It's a prayer tree. I wonder if someone here planted it. I must report to Olga right away. That prayer tree could be important. I don't know.
But our food supply is scarce. The stockpile commissioned by the Queen is nearly empty.
As things stand now, it may not outlast the cold.
Do you think this winter will ever end? They say Lady Dana no longer receives visions. If she has lost her powers, as the rumors suggest, she has no right to lead us.
Mind your tone. Lady Dana risked her life to travel north and investigate. Even if she has lost her powers, her dedication to her people is without question.
That's not what I meant. I just...
Stop it, both of you. This argument is pointless. Regarding our food supply, we have potatoes stored in the underground sanctuary. We'll ask anyone who is able to bring them here.
Oh, I see. Thank you, Lady Olga. I'll let the people know right away.
Also, I know there are still pockets of survivors in the city. I want you to investigate, and tell any survivors you find to evacuate to this location.
Good idea. Anyone who's still out there won't survive the next cold front. My men and I will depart at once.
Good. I'm counting on you both.
Alright, by the sound of it, I need to get out there. Do you want me to go find the potatoes? And also, the fact that she's lost her power, that could explain the level jump or gap, or it could also be evolution, meaning that her level 61 now meant that she's level 20 or whatever. I don't even remember what level we got her at in the future, like the level down. That's a good explanation too. I do like it when games cover stuff like that. Right then, Olga, what's going on?
Lady Dana?
It's been a long time. I have returned.
I'm glad to see you're safe. You surprised me when you said you were leaving the capital to investigate the northern nations.
I'm sorry.
Well, no matter. What's the situation in the north?
Well, about that.
We should discuss this in private. So, the northern nations have been annihilated.
It gets even colder the further north you go.
That can only mean any survivors have most likely migrated south of the capital.
I would assume as much. The surviving Saurians are migrating south as we speak. I hope we all make it through this.
The southern nations are not so prosperous, but at least hope can still be found there. The real question is, what should we do?
Right. Olga, we should leave the capital and travel to the southern nations. We can even provide what resources we have here as a way of helping.
Your ideas are always so bold. Still, I knew you would suggest that.
So you're saying...
You do have a point, is all. But let me think about it a bit.
Huh?
Rumor has it you don't receive visions anymore. But you still receive visions. Don't you, Dana?
Yes.
I see. Then I need to think about this very carefully. Let's talk again tomorrow morning.
Olga...
I'm sorry, Dana. I need to excuse myself. There's something I must take care of before nightfall.
Lady Dana,
Rastal.
what did Lady Olga say?
Yes. Well, she'll have an answer tomorrow.
Oh, I see. Lady Olga grew up in the capital, so the thought of leaving must be a very difficult one. In that case, what do we do about our preparations?
I must ready myself as well.
Lady Dana?
It's nothing. Let's prepare as we planned.
Understood. I shall take my leave then, and begin the preparations. Will you be returning to the palace?
I'm going to take a walk around the capital before I return.
What? At this hour? Shall I escort you?
No, I'll be fine. I just need to gather my thoughts.
I understand. Please be careful.
Alright then, a walk around. I'm not quite sure what that will achieve. There's not much around unless you want me to save some people. Right, Rastal will be upset if we left the capital by ourselves. I can do whatever I want. So I'm still receiving visions, so I haven't lost my power, but I'm guessing that might be a lie fed to people to make them believe that she's not, you know, in league with the Great Tree or evil so much. I do not know, as PJ gives a sub to Zelafan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Ah. The Great Tree of Origins. Olga, everyone.
Hey!
Huh? Is that... Hello, Io. Io, are you okay? Why are you waiting for us? I'm sure some people in the chat will be happy to see you again. Just out in the snow, you ghostly lady, you. Io, I'm glad to see you're safe. You too, maiden. But Io, I'm not the maiden of the Great Tree anymore. You're not? I don't know about that. What do you mean? Well, it's not easy for anyone to stop being who they are. You remind me of someone I used to know, lady. Who is she talking about? Anyway, what are you still doing here? Need to take shelter inside the palace. It's not safe out here. Pish posh. I'm here to fulfill my promise, lady. Your promise? Oh. Yeah, I know it's sad, but it's time to say goodbye. Io, you're... Whoopsie. There's so much I've got to explain, though. I'll tell you everything in the usual place. Huh? I'm sure I'll see you again, but I gotta go. You want me to go to the Sanctuary Crypt again? Not again. That's just as difficult as ever to make sense of. The usual place. Did Dana just forget that she went wow and walked away at some point in time? Well, over in the actual capital here, there is something to do. The main story destination takes us back to the Sanctuary Crypt. So it looks to me like we just push through.
Now that I think about it, whenever I see her... Buddy!
Whenever you see her, what? She disappears because she's not real? Don't forget about these things, lady. It's not that hard to not forget. You baffle me. You baffle me. Right in the hall of the capital, there is one thing to do. So still a side quest marker for us to obtain. The flow of air seems different somehow. In fact, this place looks positively warm in a weird way. It's already open. The entrance to the Sanctuary Crypt is open. He might have gone inside. By the way, why don't you take your guys down there? It might be warmer underground. I'm not kidding. It might be warmer down there for your people to try and survive. Also, you might survive this cold front when it is just cold coming in. Yeah. Let's not try to think about this in a way of survival of logic. They want to go southern. They might survive there. By the way, one thing I was thinking about during all this. There's still one thing we haven't found out yet. And one thing I'd like to know. So, Rakoda's parentage, is she a descendant of the Primordials because she was always on this island? Or is she a previously washed aboard human? Is there been any proof to either at this point in time? Because Rakoda could grow to be massive, you know? Massive strong.
It's cold. So cold.
That it is.
Damn it. I'm hungry.
That you are. Although it's passing, there are a few people left to us who can still use essence. Everyone's worried, but talking about it won't change anything. Also, I'm not one for thinking things over. I'd rather just focus on protecting people. Zero explanation I will get. I heard you and the others are leaving the capital. Things are better south, aren't they? Please take me with you. I can't stand this place anymore. To be honest, it looks a lot more like this would be colder than underground in the Sanctuary Crypt.
Mom. Wake up. Mom.
That's that guy over there, but someone's died here as well. Is that Odo? Odo. Lady Dana, you've returned. Hello, Lady Dana. He looks so gaunt. He must have pushed himself too far. Some things never change, I see. Yes, he used all his essence to protect us from illness and the cold. We begged him to stop, but he just smiled and ignored us. How tragic. To be honest, he might have wanted to go out on his own steam. If only we could have offered him even one flower. Yes, he did so much for us. But where can we even find a flower? Well, a flower. It might be difficult to find, but we're going to look for a flower by the look of it. I understand. I'll go look for a flower. It wouldn't be right. I'll do my best to find one. Lady Dana, thank you so much. So where do I go and find a flower? It's too dangerous to go any further. The Archaeozoic chasm's down that way, after all. There's Atla, poor young man who's had his mum die. Oh, Mum, wake up! I can finally repay you for all that you've done for me. Please wake up. Can't go that way either. Well, it must be within the limits of town, surely. These are the recently deceased. We place their most cherished possessions in their coffins with them. It's the very least we can do for them. I see. Let's give them a proper send-off then. Yes, Lady Dana. Thank you. So they obviously get buried before anything happens, because they weren't here when we went here before. In the future. At the very least, I'd like to provide them with flowers. Lady Dana, could you somehow help us get flowers? Flowers somewhere in town, you say? Well, Flower of Gratitude is relatively next to the story destination over here. So let's sort that out. It seems that at least because of my essence powers, I'm just completely protected. Look, I mean, come on. Would you rather be in the Sanctuary Crypt when it's open, or next to this door that they haven't actually blocked? I know they can't for gameplay reasons, but they're not doing very well at stopping the cold. They are kind of making a very bad job of it. Sorry to say. They go for an eco home down below, you know. The compacted earth, it'll keep you somewhat warmer, I think. Odo should have had a ripe mango in his inventory, should he? Ah, yes. Or cherry. Anything ripe.
The streets are empty. I certainly hope that everyone in the city is still safe.
Though I'd imagine with the 3 months that have passed, most of the ripe fruit has kind of disappeared a little bit. Right, there's a flower here, supposedly. Is it sheltered? It is. I don't think I find one here. It looks a bit frosty. The frosted flower has been obtained. This is Telenian blossom. They were lovingly seeded throughout the kingdom. Even though it's frozen solid, it still holds meaning as a symbol of gratitude. Yes, I think this will do nicely. I'll bring this to Odo. They're close. How would they know they're used to tropical climate? I don't think it's that far of a logical leap between... the cold, it gets in the gaps. If they can make this gigantic civilization, I think they can understand the concept of doors. And thermals. I'd like to hope. I'd like to hope. Makes gigantic palace. Has crazy technology. Doesn't understand thermal heat. Currents or heat or fire. They understand that fire is good. They must understand. Dana wasting time plucking frozen phantoms. No, it's a nice sign. She's doing all that she can for her people, and the fact is she knows that there's nothing she can do. So small things like this are the only bits of control I guess she has. Is that a flower, Lady Dana? Yes, it's the only one I could find. We lost Lady Urganata on a day very much like today. As I recall, she passed away shortly before you left, Lady Dana. She kept encouraging you to press on until the very end. In his own way, Odo also believes in you too. He's a man of few words, but I know he supported me. Thank you, Odo. I hope now you can rest in peace. A small funeral service was held for Essence Maester Odo and others who had recently passed. Dana prays silently for each person as their bodies were laid to rest. Is that going to be the last bit of virtue I need to unlock that other passageway? No, I've still got to meet you there. Right, let's check the town again for any more exclamation marks, but there isn't this time. The story destination says to meet her at the Chamber of Magma. So let's get going. I was expecting a bit more virtue.
Onwards!
Dana very virtuous after all. It's marvellous. It's a big gift to the sub by PJ. Thank you again. Supposedly, chat is saying that Floridian people don't have doors. They don't understand the concept of doors due to the heat. Now, I have never been to America, so I just have to assume that's completely true. I won't do any investigation or check for sources. I'll just believe you. It was said on the internet. It must be true. Down we go. I can only imagine that crime is rampant. No doors, nothing to block people. What the hell? Alright then. Oh, hey! Where's my spirit of shoppering gone? Can't just disappear. Now, where are we looking at for you? Oh, 2 bits back. Well, it's time to fight through all these to get it there. Whatever is it? Oh!
Here goes, here goes.
The invisible! Forgot about that. Let's remember how to play from that last week. I know you'll be guarding, but...
Here goes, here goes. Take this.
Got me this time? Oh, I should have let the hammer hit at
Here
least.
goes. No.
Whoa, you blew me away! I don't want to fly right off. But I imagine I might need more levels at this point in time. Oh, come on. Mr. Stabby McMahon. I'm just trying to get to a quest location. Out of my way. I may as well hunt for any good items or experience I can grab on the way. So, actually, I was meant to go out this way. Wait a second. Do I have to go all the way down the bottom of the steps? I'm supposed to go this way. Not down the steps. What am I doing? Back for the boss room. Because that is there. It just looks weird based on the map structure. Dana, it's been a long time. Genya! Haven't seen you in ages. What are you doing here? Genya is not the only one here. Well, I'm just passing through. Are you, Amy? We are in your debt. Spirits! I see. This is goodbye. Thou hast noticed. The great tree has begun the cycle of selection and rejection. Even we spirits are not exempt. Yes, for we were born of this earth. Thus we must one day return to it. Such is our fate. That must be the reason we've been gathered here. We're the only spirits that remain on earth. I'm sorry. And you will lend me your power too. I'm sorry I wasn't able to save you. I know how hard this must be for you, but please don't be sad. Yes, we are just disturbances in the earth made manifest. We're simply returning to our original forms. Oh. Goodbye, Dana. I'm not sure what you're trying to do, but give it your all. Should we fade away, the protection we've granted Lee will fade as well. And all our abilities. Allow us to make haste. Huh? But isn't this the final floor of the crypt? No, unexplored depths still remain. You must be careful, for a being of great evil awaits you. Evil? Ah yes, you encountered that being before. It did not go so well for you, as I recall. Well, I know them very well, so... this did not go as smoothly as I had hoped. We spirits are markedly terrible at cooperating with one another. But this is our last chance. I want to reveal everything. I feel the same way, but I think we're confusing poor Dana. I'm confused too! You're also energetic. It always feels like you're trying to cheer me up. Actually, our lively demeanour is all thanks to you. Huh? Haven't you realised it by now, Dana? We've come this far because you appealed to us. Not only did your actions help your fellow Eternians, but they helped us as well. Yes, thanks to you we can face our fate with a sense of peace. I am very grateful to have met you. Please do not forget about us. Yes, I won't forget any of you. Not ever. This is why you're... This is why I'm what? What's going on? What's happening? Oh, as I recall, those weapons are made from pure orichalcum. Yes, this reaction bodes well. What do you mean? Spirits have a natural affinity towards orichalcum, for it originates in crystalline veins that run deep beneath the earth. Our sublimation has begun. We should be returning to the earth, yet we find ourselves drawn to your weapons. It is of the earth. This is what we desire. We'd be honoured to help you in whatever small way we can. Our end is nigh. I'm glad we could give you this wonderful gift. Yes, indeed. I hope our power is able to help you, Dana. Please use it wisely. Yes, I promise I will cherish this keepsake you've given me always. The end is here. A little bittersweet. Let us bid our farewells. We're glad we got to spend our final moments with you, Dana. Thank you so very, very much. Amy! I wanted to buy more potions! No. Thank you, spirits. I won't let your final wish be in vain. I'll do everything in my power to carry out your will. So they're not gone yet. I should still be able to switch, but Dana's Edelsphere now contains the power of the spirits. The spirit ring Celestia has been obtained. Yeah, I still have my powers.
Here goes.
They've changed design. So I've got the Eternal Gauntlets on here. It's the weapon I'm interested in, but of course I can't really swap things out. But I can see the weapon on the far left. Strength plus 20, 281, defense plus 10. This must be the ultimate weapon. It has been obtained.
Change.
And of course, every weapon counts no matter what as that. So our power should be higher than it ever has. Now the question is, does this power maintain to the future, or am I only getting like the ultimate weapon in this timeline? Well, this is where we're headed. Let's hope that whatever evil dark that I've already met before is here and defeatable. This engraving. Perhaps this is what Wagner was talking about. Well, we reached the Sanctuary Crypt, chamber of the final trial. Hey, Amy, you're still here. Knowing more about the kingdom's history may not solve anything. But I must see this through to the very end. Am I doing things in the wrong order here? Should I be doing the final boss before I come here? I do not know. Amy, you stuck around. Huh? Amy? What are you doing here? Dana, as you may know, my very existence has begun to return to the veins of the earth. But I still want to help you. In the same way the others grant you their protection, I'm going to will myself to remain here. So that's why. I can remain here just a little while longer, so please let me know if you need anything. Now I can help you until the very end makes me very happy. Amy. Thank you. I'll do everything I can to make sure those who've lent me their power are not disappointed. Yes! Right, so I can still buy some stuff. Welcome! I have 12 full medicines. 12 medicines. Why can't I share them out with the people that were dying? These are the questions. We've got 16 remedies. We have enough to buy a Tempest Elixir if I want to go up one level. We didn't have enough to buy any of this stuff. To be honest, more than anything, I should buy potions.
This is rare, you know.
It's rare.
Please take care of it.
And just make sure I have enough supplies to be able to fight whatever is in front of me. And go! One more final trial. I'm going to turn my music up so I can get on with the game.
Yep.
And so the fighting begins. Right, so they're level 63. So we are the right level for the area.
Yep. Change. Take this. Here goes. Got you. Here. Here.
Where'd he go? Nope. You got tore through, that's for sure.
Here goes. This is heavy.
Break the shields and go in after that. Well, it seems this skill has been mastered in terms of power, so we'll take that. What can wait for us here? Who says there's never a vendor around when you need one?
Here goes.
Time to bust through again and try to get some melee attacks in when I can. Lasers! Of course, I'm going to spam the hell out of super crazy ability. I feel like getting that leveled up. That's powered me up convincingly here, to be honest. It's a nice time for it to be powered up, because that is really our main DPS in this kind of place. Ah!
Here goes.
I'm going to go with this because the end nuke is so potent. It'll pretty much take out everyone in front of us. That really cleared them out. There seems to be multiple chambers leading up onto a final boss, so this is like the final walk. A ton of treasure chests to be gained, the burn salve, a remedy,
A treasure chest.
essence fragment times 100, And a full medicine obtained. Well, look at them. Our final battle awaits us. The final trial entrance, the final trial itself. Within 2 seconds, it seems burn salve is what I need here. Whatever's going to be past us will probably be trying to burn us. What is this trial going to be? That's what I wonder. Speaking of which, I thought we had some level ups, but I think I've already used them. We got remedies instead of the burn salve, so we should be fine for that. We got tons of medicine. We got dragon tree fruit in the back as well. We should be able to survive whatever's coming up to us, depending on its level. What is waiting for us? It didn't even make us go far for whatever fight we're facing.
That's a monolith. Why is this one so large, though?
You finally made it. Dana Eclusia. No, Maiden of the Great Tree. Just kidding! Hiya, lady! Nice to see you again.
Io.
I'm surprised you came here, considering all that's happened. You're really trying your best to lead everyone to the very end.
It's clear to me now that you're no ordinary Eternian. Are you a warden?
Who can say? Sorry, but you're no exception, Dana. I need to make sure you're worthy too. Even I can't stop the ritual that's underway in the sanctuary. Here goes.
What?
This is gonna be great. None of the previous maidens ever gathered this many spirits.
Huh?
Yes, you are worthy of facing me, Io, as your final opponent. Don't think this is gonna be as easy as your other fights. Now let's go! Come at me with everything you've got!
Io's the great evil! She's a Dargon! Innocence unleashed Io, the purest of maidens. Still like her, people in chat?
She's a Saurian now? Is this a fabled Eternian transformation technique? Io, I don't know who or what you are, but I see you're a trial that I must overcome. So be it. I will fight you with everything I've got, until only one of us remains standing.
So Pearl, she turned into a dragon.
Hey, that's a magnificent looking lad. Come on, entertain me, wandering maiden.
Oh, I so thought that was my dodge timing. It probably was. Ah! She's got slashing nastily. So I've got to watch out for her building up 2 slash. She's slow and lumbering at the moment.
Here goes.
Hopefully that doesn't follow me. I need to test what weapons are strong against her. That's not. Okay, base form. Base form is best. Wow, I'm not flash guarding any of these. There we go. What are you going to do next? Oh, launching. Oh, flash guard, come on. Ah.
Here goes.
Oh no, switch. Didn't want to do that. Well, let's make sure to heal.
Keep going.
We've kind of tested some of the, I don't want to get near. Stop flaming the floor. Ah! Okay, yeah, that fire attack was worse than the rest. Okay, I should be doing this ASAP when I think about it, so I can build up for another one. It looks like we got 3 health bars on this thing. should have just stayed away from the fire, really. No matter what. How are, like, the dodges failing? Because I'm pretty sure they're good time. Oh, oh.
Wait, you have the power of the spirits too?
I should warn you. I really can't hold fast in this form.
Okay.
She's using Gratica. One hit and I'm done for.
One hit and you're done for? I think we're a little bit better off than that. I've got tons of health restoratives.
This is heavy.
Okay, I'm a bit confused. Some of them do... Stop it, lady! I'm not dodging you at all! Oh, shockwave! There we go! Don't you be dodging me! I'll just tank that hit a little bit. The hell? I do not like her. And it... Oh, no! Stop it, lady! Ah! Crazy attacking lady. As long as I'm using skills, I'm taking less damage. So I should really go for that. That's Big L. Subscribe for 12 months. Thank you for the 4 year. Enjoy the new badge. Alright, we've nearly got a stun charge built up. So I'm going to go for that. Right in the head. Huh. Okay, we got Flash Guard and Flash Move. There's the stun I've been looking for. The problem is, I could do higher damage during this period of time. Just say just kidding. No, let's not, because now you've got light powers.
She's using luminous.
What the hell? I'm trying to keep her. You keep changing your abilities too much. Luckily, I am kind of fast too, I guess. But I'm out of special moves. Right, flash guard that one. I'm not letting you run this time. Yeah, I'm in on this. Haha! Maybe upping the speed was actually what I needed. No joke. Maybe upping the speed was exactly what I needed. No. No specials. Bad specials. No specials.
I better take this more seriously.
No, seriously.
I'm in complete control of your saurian form. Believe me, it doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, I've got to defeat you no matter what. Ow! Oh, now she's using Fiery Tail. Ah! Right, now I'm getting more into it. Once the game's sped up, that's more my cup of tea. Oh, wrong ability. Well, I might get this. I can get stun charges off this, to be fair. Can't force me away like that. This is more my cup of tea when you go to... Oh. Now her slow lumbering form. To ruin it even more. Wait, why is the latter half of the battle? I've just kind of got a flow going now. Help! You can't just collapse the world on me, Neo! What the hell? Can't follow me back as well there, can you? Ah! Tail swipe! That was a bit too early. The slow lumbering attack gets me. Quick stun! I so wish I had my special right now. Keep going for the head. Critical attacks. Come back to light, have you? Wait, what? One can't just disappear. trying to flash guard that so much. No, 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 run! And she's changed again. I can spin. Life is good. If I'm behind her, it seems I'm okay. Oh, she's changed again. What the hell? Let's Gratica her. Too bad I can't hit the head. I was hoping that would build some stun powers on her. Oh, she changed again. I'm stuck in attack animations. You want me to do so much chopping and changing my attack strategy and everything here. We nearly got you, Io. I can pretty much just... Oh, no I can't. I can't really be hit by fire anymore. That's a problem. The problem is I need to hit some melee to get my bar back. Well, at least I'll fire my orbs for the tiniest paltry amount of damage. Blow me away. Fine, I can't get hit during flash move. I'm going to finish this. Farewell, Io. Well, that was an interesting fight. We didn't expect this? Well, I'm Dana. Eclusia. Maiden of the Great Tree.
I think I won. But where's Io?
Well, this sucks. You were strong enough to defeat my Saurian form. You have surely overcome many hardships to stand here as the final maiden. Alright, don't be modest now. Walk forward and examine the final monolith.
Io.
Well, Io has been defeated. The great evil that lay within. Not quite sure such great evil is going on. Looks like Guardian. Looks like someone's set in the ways by the Great Tree. So minion pawn thereof, but it doesn't seem like Io is necessarily like that way. Luckily, the boss didn't do too much damage per hit. Of course, you can always use a skill to nerf the amount of damage done, so you can just technically spam at that boss quite a bit. It was interesting in the first bit. It was just like, okay, there's a lot of attack patterns here. And then as soon as it's flipped over to this form, it was like, so we're speeding up now. I could do that. I could do that. Oh, I'm so much better at fast combat than slow. In a way. It's like starts to click and then everything else works. I don't know. How do you think I am? Fast, slow, what do you know? I don't know. Well, let's examine the monolith.
The final monolith. It activated. The last record was about the saint who saved people from the cataclysms of the Great Tree.
The king was bewildered. He believed the Great Tree brought blessings when it was actually disaster incarnate. Having discovered the truth, the king found himself trapped in a downward spiral of terror. But Saint Julianus stood before the king. The Great Tree may be disaster incarnate, but it also gave life to Eternia. What does this make the Great Tree if not the world itself? For the future of our people, we must accept this truth. The Great Tree can never be uprooted. The Light King accepted the wisdom of the saint and placed the Great Tree under his protection. The Wall of Truth and the garden, which depict the threat posed by the Great Tree, was still deep underground. As time passed, the Light King grew old, and Julianus, the saint of salvation, died as he lived, in total tranquility. Rain fell upon the capital for over a month, as if the sky itself was in mourning. But when a woman, a disciple of the saint, offered a prayer, the rain ceased, and sunlight shined down upon the capital. She erected a temple south of the capital, where she would calm the Great Tree, and reports of her exploits soon found their way to the king. The king approved of this, and Eternians received the blessings of the heavens as they entered a new era of prosperity. The woman remained in Eternia, and became the first maiden to devote herself to the Great Tree. In time, the Great Tree became a symbol of prosperity for the kingdom. The king decreed that the temple stood on equal footing as the palace, and thus was the kingdom of Eternia founded. Thank you for that cheer, Pokemon. All hail me. I don't think we can get that blusterous.
So this is the final chapter of the lost history of Eternia's founding. I never knew the real history behind the temple. The people would be shaken to their cores if they found out about this. But then, who built this sanctuary? And why? There's more. As the people enjoy their prosperity, the threat depicted on the Wall of Truth will one day be lost to time forever. But the threat will come one day, like a bubble that must eventually burst. You maidens who have come to the sanctuary, you maidens who are my successors, you will know this truth and bear it on your soul forever. That is the true duty of all maidens, the reason for their very existence. Until such a day that the final maiden arrives. This message is for all the maidens of the Great Tree, and...
Well, don't you look surprised.
Io, are you actually...
Looks like you figured it out. Yes, I am Io, the first maiden of the Great Tree. You did a wonderful job overcoming my trials, Dana.
I knew it. But why do you look like that?
This form is just a manifestation of my soul. My power is weakened over many years, which is why I look like a child now. But finally, I'm able to fulfill my duty.
Io, I mean Lady Io. What is your duty?
Lady Io, huh? I don't like formalities any more than you do, Dana. I'd prefer you keep calling me Io like you've been doing.
Huh? Okay.
This sanctuary is where I reveal the true history to the maidens. But when I say history, I don't just mean the past. I also mean the present and the future.
The present and the future?
Yes, for you see, this sanctuary exists to reveal the truth to every maiden of the Great Tree.
Does this mean all the past maidens knew the truth about the Great Tree?
I wouldn't lie to you. You've seen it with your own eyes, haven't you? I've been revealing the truth in this way so the wardens wouldn't notice.
I don't believe it.
Not every maiden could handle the truth either. Some of them cussed me out or accused me of being a heretic. Others just went mad from the revelation. Even so, I wanted the maidens to know the truth. But you were able to figure it out before I even told you.
Why have you been doing this?
The Great Tree of Origins will destroy Eternia. Tomorrow is never guaranteed. Someday, you won't be able to do the things you currently take for granted. The world is a cruel place. At times, it even feels like a fleeting dream. Perhaps the same could be said of people's lives. No matter who you are, everyone meets death in the end. Whether you're a highborn noble or a lowborn bandit, everyone must return to the void of nothingness. Consider every action a person performs in their lifetime, every decision that they make. Do you think they're meaningless? You'll have to face that day too, Dana. What will you think when it finally comes? Will you think your life was meaningless? I shouldn't have become a maiden. It wasn't worth all the suffering. I should have worn my mother's ring and kept my vision sealed away. Was I only helping people just to feel like I mattered? Or maybe you'll think to yourself, I wish I had never been born. Will you regret your life to that extent?
I would never think that. All my experiences are the reason I was able to connect with so many people. If even one of those events were different, I wouldn't be the person I am today. I think that's true of Eternia as well. Decisions made by you, the royals, and our ancestors. That is our inheritance. That's why we're alive right now. Even if Eternia disappears, or if I disappear, whoever succeeds us will inherit our legacy. So, even if Eternia is on the verge of extinction, I don't think my actions were meaningless.
Wow. I didn't think you'd actually have a response for me. Yes, you exist as you do now because of me. And your existence is proof that I once existed. I hoped your brand of determination would be the thread that tied all the maidens together throughout the ages.
Yo, so that's the reason you've been telling the maidens the truth about the Great Tree.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I was worried about how you'd handle the burden of being the final maiden, but I see I was worrying over nothing.
Thank you for worrying about me, though. Still, Io, even if this world seems like a fleeting dream, no matter what happens, as long as the world goes on, so do our wills. So I won't give up until I'm ready.
Wow, I'm impressed. You know far more than I expected you to. I guess you have your own answers.
Yes.
Looks like there's nothing left for me to tell you. I'll leave the rest to the younger generation. I'm getting too old for this stuff anyway.
Io? I certainly didn't expect to have this conversation with you. But thanks to you, I feel like I can see this through.
Thank you too. Perhaps it's irresponsible of me to say this, but... Go get him, Dana!
I will.
It's never irresponsible to give me a push forward.